afternoon, and welcome to an episode of Tomo-Chan is the Girl. We're on episode 5, by the way, and episode 5 made me laugh. You know, Tomo-Chan is a Girl, we have to remember this show. Tomo-Chan is a Girl is not just about Tomo-Chan and her tomboyish ways and love for June, but it's also the characters that we need to like. Our first impression of characters, when we look at a character from any series, our first thought is like, first impression of a character, you'd be like, you know what? That right there, he or she is funny. I'm starting to he or she like her. That's that. What Tomo-Chan did give us what we want. Our first impression of meeting the moms. It's split into 3 parts. 1 part was, I didn't see it coming. 2 part, I didn't see it coming. 3 part was, I didn't see it coming. Those 3 moments was like, my initial response is, wow, I did not see this. Now, before I do my review, there's one more thing I gotta do. Tom Brady, you are the man. You are the GOAT. You are my favorite guy of all. I know this is a sad day in America because he's retiring and all, but we all know him as a Buck, but he remember me as a Patriot. Still to this day, as a Patriots fan, I will never leave the Patriots. I will never. I'm a Patriots fan, and the funny thing about that is that I'm a New Yorker. You would think like, oh, you're a Giants fan. I mean, you should be a Giant. No, I'm a Patriot for life. I mean, I don't want to mess up the jersey. I don't want to mess up the stylist. I'm going to wear this out tomorrow, but when I go to work. But still, though, Tom Brady, you 7 Super Bowl titles, 7 Super Bowl wins, 5 MVPs, Super Bowl MVPs. You are the man. You are the GOAT. I salute you. Enjoy your life. Now, that's that. Now, let's get right to it with the review of Tomo-Chan is a Girl, episode 5 review. Okay. Carol. This entire first half of it, I underestimated Carol. I kid you not. I underestimated Carol. Like, from the moment I saw Carol, I said she's the airhead of the show. Not like airhead like our whole girl. That's the dumb girl. I look at Carol and I'm like, Carol is not, she's jellyful. Like, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, like a doll, like you're just poking on it. And I knew she's rich. Don't get me wrong, I knew she's rich. But damn, I'm gonna laugh. Okay, guys, my review is gonna be a little funny in hell because at some moments I didn't see it. Okay, so they're like, okay, why don't you come to my house? Okay, her house is like Central Park. I know she's rich, but I look at her house, the old gates and all that shit. Carol's house. Carol's house is like Central Park. You can't even find her place. It's like a fucking maze. And like I said, I know she's rich. But like I said, I'm going to go back to what I said. Her whole house is like Central Park. Her castle is in the middle of it. And then you got the entire park as her home. And then you see Carol's mom. And I'm like, oh my God. And the thing about Carol's mom, she got the shirts. Like, you can't even see her arms. She wearing big clothes and her arms covered up. You know that outfit, the way she was wearing her long clothes, you can't see her. You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of those characters that had those short with the long ones. Kind of like the girl from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You know that electric gym leader that has her hands out, but you can't see her hands? It's like that. There's some, I can't think of other characters in my mind that has that same kind of like wearing those outfits with their long outfits, can't see their hands. You know, that character. But Carol's mom looks freaking gorgeous. I kid you not. Now, one can make an argument who's the best mom, Tomo, Carol, and Mitsu. But I'm going to get to Mitsu in the second half. But Carol's mom, oh my God. Oh my God. And then when they see Carol, and I get it, they still mistaking her as a guy. Still mistaking Tomo as a guy. But other than that, Carol introduced herself wearing her bunny pajama outfit. Oh my God. And the English. Let's talk about the English. She's like, I love you, mommy. I love you so much. That English was so funny. Not funny, but like, I love this. I kid you not. When it comes to subs and talking in English, I love it so fucking much. I love it. When Mari in Love Live does that, that was fun. That was great. Chi2 and Bang Dream does it. You know, when it comes to characters doing it in English, high talking. Yo, I loved it. And then I like that scene where it's back when Carol had like told Mitsuki got the same braids. She just literally like Mitsuki's like, no, fuck this. Take it off. Oh my god. Now we see Carol's house, and I'm not surprised by Carol's room. I'm not surprised. Her room is all pink and everything. But what was also adorable was that, you see what they did? You see what they did? Because last week, we saw Tomo and Mizuru as babies, and they were so adorable. We saw Carol in the full album, and I'm like, oh, that is so adorable. And it was. It was. Then again, she surprised the hell out of me. She beat Tomo in Othello. 5 minutes later, beat her. And then Mitsuru. She beat Mitsuru in the last 10 minutes. She's a demon child when it comes to Othello. She's a badass. But we got to see Carol and her mom. I know, I loved it. I loved it. Okay, then the second half, you know, studying for the midterms, all that stuff. You know, again, the first half was about the mom. The second half was seeing introducing to Mitsuru's mom. Now, again, the midterms coming up. And Mitsuru is still best, some people's best girl, you know, being all like, hey, I'm in the rank 1, you in the rank 30. I'm better than you, June. Okay. So we get to see her house, and her house is really good, really good. She just don't like Tomo coming in, because when they have a child, Tomo always breaks stuff. Imagine going to people's house for the first time, you know, you've been childhood friends, and then you break their stuff. Why do you think she ain't gonna fight Tomo? So imagine that if you was her. So when we got to see Mitsuru's mom, yo, she is exactly like her mom. 100%. The moment she see Tomo, because remember, Tomo and Mitsuru's mom, they know each other for a very long time. So when she saw Tomo, she's like, don't be like your mother. But when you see Carol's like, you look cute as ever. She grabbed the chick like, I don't like her. Just like her. You know what I'm saying? Like mother like daughter, that's exactly what it is. But the good thing about that was that, you know, the friendship that Tomo and Mitsu has, it still grows. It still shows, second half shows like something. The part of the second half was showing, okay, we're still friends. We're still best friends. I want to get to the same university as you because you're my best friend. And that is the moment that, you know, their bond is really, really strong. And that's all. And that's good. But Carol made me a believer. No, really, Carol made me a believer. I'm just baffled by it. Okay. So, we got the midterm results. Tomo is ranked 70, so I'm not surprised. At least she's in the top 100. Okay. Then you got June, who came 54. And then they got so mad at June. June put the 2 barrettes of Carol up top. I'm like, no, I would have been pissed. Funny, but I would be mad. Then Mitsuru came ranked 2nd. And Carol's number 1? Yo. I kid you not. Carol made me a believer. This is why I like Carol. Whatever, like when I first talked about Carol, I'm like, I don't know about her. I mean, I know she's there for the fan service. Don't get me wrong, but still, in this episode, what Carol did, becoming rank 1 by doing just her teaching method is all like nothing but rainbows and sunshines and bunnies. Like, hey, you put this over this and they become friends. You take this. Her math skills, her teaching skills is all about rainbows, sunshines, and bunnies. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't. Okay, now the third half. Tomo visiting June's house, spending the night playing video games. That's that classic friend when you invite your friends over and you want to play some games all-nighter. That's the type of friends. But for Tomo's case, it's like, oh my God, wait, we're playing video games, but I forgot I'm staying at his house. And then we see June's mom, you know, saying, you know, June's mom, I'm sorry, not June's mom, Tomo mom's, she's like, No, my bad. Let me rewind it back a bit. I went a little further in my review. When Tomo told Tomo told her mom. Sorry, I'm a little stuttering. Told her mom, I'm gonna spend the night at Jun's house. She's like, huh? Her first reaction, her first thought of mine was like, play, okay, I can't wait to have a grandchild's name. He's like, don't get carried away, yo. Okay? And then with the dad. I love the dad. I love Tomo's dad. I kid you not. I love Tomo's dad. I hate Hachi hair tech and whatever. He's like, go. Just go. That's all. Just go. You know? So go. Have fun. That is a straight shooter dad. I like him. So when they went to see, when she sees Jun, you know, because they're next door, oh, he's like, oh, my mom's not here. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like walking out. I'm like, oh my God. Now, can you imagine if Jun, hear me out, guys. Picture this right now. Imagine you have Tomo's mom, Jun's mom, Carol's mom, and Mitsuru's mom. Just imagine the four moms sitting at a table and talking about their kids and so on and so forth. That would have been a spin-off episode. I mean, I want to see the episode of how Tomo's parents meet. But imagine all the moms, the best good-looking moms of Tomo-Chan's a Girl series. Imagine all the four moms sitting on the table and talking. Yo, that would have been great. I kid you not. So, they're all eating curry together. And about the bath scene, props for us giving a little bit of fan service of how attractive Tomo is. Props for giving it. And then she's like, I don't want to bathe in Jun's water. Should I do it? Because she fantasizing about that. And that scene when she got off the shower was really sexy. I ain't gonna front. Now, they were playing games. They were playing on the PlayStation 5. They were playing it on the PS5. As I can tell by the controller here, they were playing the PS5. And they tried to stay up all night playing games. And Jun slipped and put her hands on the bed, you know, where Tomo is. The blushiness is getting there. And it was nice for Jun to sleep on the futon and she takes the bed. The thing about the bed was that this was Jun's smell. So she got on Jun's smell and he's like, oh my God. And then, you know, trying to hold her nose and then you put in that awkward position, Jun got Tomo in a headlock, sleeping next to her. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like Jun knew what he did. When he woke up, he saw Tomo next to her and he just flipped out. But then the love this is getting there. You know, I gotta be honest. At one point, I didn't think Jun was gonna see Tomo for what she is as the tomboyish, you know what I mean? Back then I didn't think of Jun like that. I'm like, Jun, you have to acknowledge her. You have to realize that's a girl. You have to realize that she's putting a lot of effort to show her girly side, her affections. But you don't see her as the girl you see as one of the guys. But after watching this, I kind of feel like Jun is taking it like slowly, piece by piece, to like realize I have a girl in my bathroom. I have a girl going to be in my room. She's going to spend the night. You know, it's just those things like he's putting a little bit of pieces together. And you know what? I give Jun credit where credit is due. He finally did it. But overall, this episode was really good. I mean, really funny. There were a lot of funny moments, especially the moms. You know what? This is the first time, and I like this episode because we got to see all the moms in one episode. We got to see the debut of Carol's mom, the debut of Miss Mitsuru's mom, and Tomo's mom. And like I said, if all the moms were to sat in if we had a spinoff episode where we have all four of them sit in the three moms, or have Jun's mom in it, but if we had just had all the moms in the table, sitting down and just drinking tea and talk about this and that, yo, that would have been the best MILF episode we would have ever seen. I kid you not. Best MILF episode, whatever you call it, best mom episode, that would have been epic. That would have been epic. But like I said, this was a funny episode. And there were moments that you make it like, oh, so sweet. But it went around 80 and did a funny moments. But I thank you. So, I look forward for next week's episode of Tomo-Chan is a Girl. We're halfway through the episodes, and let's see what the development in the future holds for Tomo and Jun. So see you next week.